big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the move, it's Marshall. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Here's the give off the left side. Here's a little room there. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He'll try the left side. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, Get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
The Scarlet Knights offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker, toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the scheme.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield.
Got a little grass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Rides the back and leaves it. Fakes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Eli Holstein to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air. It's Underwood. Looking for a deep man. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Underwood. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Holstein on the play fake. And they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. The short hands. It's Townsend. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Play fake, Holstein. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Let's take a big-picture program perspective on Rutgers. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The give from the gun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Underwood to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Underwood in the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throwing, Underwood. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. The lone back's got it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got a man. It's Carter. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Scarlet Knights with the first and 10. Throwing, Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Eli spinning it again. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the
deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking for a huge play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack from both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Underwood. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Holstein. Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To throw, it's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Again, Holstein. And he drops it just a little.
He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look at him.
Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, catching up with the Scarlet Knights head coach at the half. His biggest frustration right now is not being more productive on offense. He understands the home environment is a challenge. Communication has been an issue at times, but he said they are just out-toughing us at the line of scrimmage. He said we've got to start establishing our rhythm, get into a rhythm, and start making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's Holstein to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hopkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Eli Holstein to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Finding some room. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Past the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play.
To 20. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Throwing, Holstein. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got it inside the 30. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback making checks. They're going to run it to the right. Got enough for the first. Turning on the Jets. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this dude has been a problem him today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Might have a chance. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
It's complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Holstein. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. At the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Mitchell. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Holstein to throw. Fires to the right. Gave him a chance, and he got it. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. And the Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking for space, it's Marshall. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a...
There's a crease. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the run. Runs for the tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Other scores around the country. Slippery Rock 30, IUP 27.
The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And and it's no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Eli Holstein to throw. With the catch, it's Mitchell. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun on third down, Holstein. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense...
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. A great catch and run for 6. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. There's some room. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Wants to adjust the pattern. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe enough.
Caught, and he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. In the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. Complete in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the catch. It's Mitchell. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Holstein. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Fourth down, Holstein. The throw. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Defense not showing press coverage. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete. Looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.